Hi guys, this is Ravenclaw What If. Welcome back to another What If story. Now, today we got what if Deku caught the up there. What if Deku caught the eye of a vampire? Part 1. Now, I'm gonna run a little information down. One of my subscribers mentioned, a ability, a special technique called Endless Night. I'm going to use his suggestion and tweak it like I normally do with your guys' suggestion for powers. Now I'm gonna explain it in the story. It makes sense. It's what it is. It's a lot easier to tell you in story than to explain the whole thing with it. Basically, what the power does, he's able to use his shadows to create kind of like a alternate pocket dimension, a short area. It's limited to about 3 people inside it. I'll explain further into the story, but yeah, that's going to be quite interesting. As we're going to start our episode off where we left off. Yeah, because I left off where he had to go to Alice's house for to do the group project. As Izuku decided to go home to inform his mother that he's going to be going out. As about time he gets off of school, as he walks home. As he gets to his house, as he noticed there's a note on the table. As as is his mother wrote a little note that's saying she's not going to be here tonight. She has some work to do, hero work. She's patrolling with a Razorhead. As Izuku gets a blank piece of paper, as he writes down on a blank piece of paper, "Hey mom, if you get this before you see me, I just had to go to a classmate's house to do a group project. I shouldn't be gone too long, but if you get back before I do, I'll have my phone on me. Just call me." As Izuku puts the note on the table. Girl's such an annoyance. I like it better when she's ignoring me. Oh, I better get dressed and head over to her house. I got her number, so she already texted me the address, so it should be easy. Let's get this over with. As Izuku gets on some street clothes, as he walks out, as he locks the door, puts his keys in his pocket. Izuku could easily have one of the drivers driving around, but he likes walking everywhere. He doesn't like to use the driver stuff. He's not that lazy. Izuku finally gets to Alice's place as he sees a big black gate. As the structure of the building, it's a mixture between modern and gothic. As he sees, humongous gargoyles on top of the house, on top of the manor. Well, that's creepy. Well, just better than nothing. As he rings the gate, as someone asks him who he is. Yeah, Izuku. I'm acquainted with Alice. I'm classmate Alice. We're supposed to work on a group project. She told me to meet in her house. Oh yes, the young mistress is expecting you. Please, come in. I'm buzzing you in. As the gate opens up, as Izuku sees Alice and gets out of the front door. Good, you're here. You're only late by 1 minute. Come on, let's get this done. Very well, mistress. As Izuku said it sarcastically, as she rolls her eyes. Come on, green hair. As that's the best The best insult you could give me? I could give you a lot of insults. Trust me. Let's get inside. Izuku and Alice sit down in the living room as they work on their school project. When walks in, daughter, I didn't know you was bringing home a guest. Yeah, sorry, mom. This is Izuku classmate. We had to do a group project, so I figured it would be best to do it at the house. Very well. I won't interrupt your little date, as mom is not a date. And whatever you say, sweetheart. As she study date, basically, what she's saying. But as you know, she walks off. It's nice to meet you, Izuku. I am Lilith Rosefield, Alice's mother. It's nice to meet you, ma'am. As Izuku gets a tug on his sleeve, as he sees the little girl's white hair with glowing red eyes. Hello, mister. Your aura. As Izuku, what do you mean? Your aura is like the void. It's endless. As she tilts her head. Her aura is like the void. It's endless. As Izuku's... Sorry about that. As Lilith, come on, sweetheart. Let's not bug your sister and her friend. But mom, his aura is like the void. Don't you see it? As sweetheart, I don't have that ability. I don't have that. You know you do. As she drags the little girl off, as she didn't want to go. Sorry about my little sister, Izuku. She's weird. If you say so, Alice. Come on, let's get this done. You're right. As Alice and Izuku continues working on their project, they finally finish up. Well, Izuku, this wasn't a total disaster. I didn't totally hate your presence. I expect you to come again tomorrow night. Very well. Do you want I could have one of our drivers drive you home. No, I'm fine, Alice. Izuku leaves as Alice, I want to talk to you. As her mother's calling. Yeah, mom, I'm coming. What is it? That boy. You need to be careful with that one. She's like, what do you mean? He's just a human. That boy is not human entirely. I don't know what he is, but he's not all human. Your sister knows it right off the bat. Just keep an eye on that one. Whatever, mom. It's not like I care about the hu the human. She runs off to her room. As she closes the door, as she gets a jacket out of her closet, as she opens the window. After she puts the jacket on, as she leaps outside, as she jumps out the window, as she stealthily, follows Izuku. I don't even know why I'm doing this. It's not like I care if he makes it home safely or not. As she continues following him in the shadows. Literally in the shadows, but, vampires are very stealthy. So, as Izuku walking down the street, as he senses a familiar feeling, as Izuku cracks a smile. Come out, imps. I know you're there. Have these demons pop out as they jump onto the street. How did this one know we were following? Do you know? As he turns to his fellow demon, there's only two of them. This one doesn't know. But this one doesn't change our orders. This one must die. How do you know of us humans? It was like, you honestly think it's the first time I haven't seen your kind. You guys have been periodically trying to hunt me down since I was a kid. Fair warning, they failed. And you will as well. I suggest you turn back wherever vile place you came from, and don't come back. You live longer that way. As the creature starts laughing, as Alice been watching, interesting demon just now. My, you, Izuku, you've become a tad bit more interesting now. The two imp demons starts throwing fireballs at Izuku, as Izuku's dodging them out of the way very easily. As fire starts forming in their hands, as a spear starts to form out of fire, as the fire spear turns to solid, what you see in the picture, as they lunge at Izuku. As Izuku dodges. As the second imp sneak behind Izuku. As he's about to pierce him. As Izuku as about when the spear got close enough to Izuku, a shadow a shadow shield appeared out of Izuku's shadow, blocking blocking the attack. As Izuku grabs the imp in front of him and tosses him behind him. As the imp lands into the wall. As the imp sits standing on top of the wall. As the moment he lift off the wall, he made a small crater into the wall. It cracked cracked the brick wall that the imp jumped off of. So both imps are charging at Izuku as Izuku's flash stepping, dodging. As Alice sees that, as her eyes widen, as she's understanding why her mother wants to keep an eye on him. Keep an eye on him. He's moving faster than a human should be able to. After all, she still believes that he has a quirk. Well, it has been fun. As Izuku kicks one of the imps in the air, as he punches the second one, as he slams into a wall. As he grabs the imp in midair, as it fell down, grabbing it by the head. As it tosses it right next to the other imp. You should have took my you took yeah sorry. You should have took my advice, imps. Your fate is sealed. Endless night. As a small dome form under the covers the imps in pure blackness. As the dome slowly shrinks. As the imps are trying to break through, as they can't escape. There is no escape. You are the moment the moment you entered endless night. This is the moment your fate was sealed. As the dome changed into a small orb. It's the size of the orb. It's the size of a bowling ball. As Izuku, as shadow spikes come out of the shadow, pierces into the spear. As Izuku creates a shadow scythe. As Izuku swings the scythe in fast succession, as each slash, the orb has a red red slash a red slash color on the orb. As he does it in a rapid succession. As the orb shatters. As all you can see is the body parts of the imps. As the slice turns into returns to the shadows. Ah, you weaklings. As Izuku still has a feeling there's some more. As he's looking around, as his corner of his eye he caught in the alleyway, as there's glowing red eyes. As Izuku couldn't react fast enough, as a big creature comes in, tackles him right into a building, picks him up, as it gives him a mighty roar. Half-breed, you've survived long enough. You're as good as dead. As he tosses Izuku into the opposite side of the wall. The opposite side of the building. As that caught the this caught the attention of people that are supposed to be sleeping. As someone did call the cops. As we cut, we're going to get to the fight. Izuku's implanted into the wall as he gets on his feet. What the hell? As he cracks his neck. Well, you're a new one. Maybe you'll be more of a challenge than those little imp little things. Don't know what they're called. Just call them imps because they look like imps. But you're as good as dead as well. The creature starts laughing. The demon starts laughing. You might have been able to kill those little weaklings. They're only imps after all. Like you said, half-breed. But you're not going to fare as well against me, after all. I am a higher class than they are. As his tail points at Izuku, as the tail opens up, as it's a mouth, as it shoots fire that surrounds the street. Fire comes straightly towards Midoriya, as Midoriya encases himself in a shadow dome, hardening it the most he can. As he notices the shadow dome is heating up, as it's turning bright red. As the fire stops, your little fancy dome won't hurt you, half-breed. As the demon rushes at the dome, as he starts pounding onto it with his forearms. As he jumps backwards, as he gets into a sprint, as he rams right into the dome, breaking it, grabbing Izuku. As he slams him to the ground. As he puts his foot on Izuku's head. As he begins to crush him. As he has his tail point at Izuku, point blank range, as he's about to fire. Die. Demon sees lights as there's a helicopter up in the air as it's the newscast. As they're reporting the incident, as the cops has blocked up, they have already got there. As they blocked off the area, as heroes are on their way. As the demon blasts fire at Izuku, as he has a smile. The demon. As soon as the fire ends, as Izuku's a little burned up a little bit, but as the shadows surround Izuku as they pass through him, or pass through the injuries, as he's healed instantly. As the helicopter passes over, as immediately that happens, Izuku slowly sinks into the shadows. As the demons stomping around, blowing fire at different areas. Get out here, half-breed. We don't know who demon birthed you. But once we find out who it is, we'll kill them as well. Now you cross the line, as Izuku slowly appears behind him. As his hands coated with shadow, as he morphs his hands into shadow claws, as he slashes the demon in the back, as it gives off a mighty, painful screech, shattering all the windows around the area. As Izuku's going, as he's going pretty crazy at it. As the demon knees him in the stomach, as his tail whaps him across the way, as he hits a street light. The demon blasts fire at Izuku with his tail, as Izuku uses his claws to shield himself. As the demon had enough of, I had enough of this half-breed. Izuku slowly walking towards him. Then you should die already. As Izuku's about to go in for try to somewhat kill this thing. He doesn't know what it is. He doesn't know what those creatures were that's been, hunting him throughout his life, periodically through his life. He doesn't know he doesn't know about demons or vampires or werewolves. He doesn't know nothing about the supernatural world. But this incident will make him go searching to research these creatures that he's still thinking they're human. A scarf wrap around Izuku. What the hell? As he gets pulled back. As he sees Eraserhead and his mother. Hi, Mom. You're in trouble. We're going to have a long discussion about this. The fact that you're out, on the street late at night. Doing vigilante work of all things. I'm not doing vigilante work, Mom. He attacked me out of nowhere. I'm defending myself. I'm handling it from here. Zawa, keep an eye on my son. Make sure he doesn't go anywhere. He likes to sneak off. Make sure he doesn't escape in his shadow. Understood. Now I need to deal with you. The fact that you dare to attack one of my own, you got some nerve. As the demon's about to charge at Inko, as he begins his charge, as when he gets halfway there, a portal opens up as the creature stops. That's enough. Your time is up. Return. But, Master, the half-breed's right there. Don't worry, we'll have time to deal with him in due time. Return home. Slave. Understood. Till next time, half-breed. As he enters the portal, as the portal closes, officers scan out if he's nearby. As several hours have passed. Now, citizens, please return to your homes. Tonight, it's over. We heroes will keep an eye on this area. And if he returns, we will put him down like we do every other villain. As everyone's, asking Inka questions because she's the second place ranking hero. She kind of overtook it from Endeavor. You release me now? No problem, child. I was told to keep an eye on you, and that's all I'll do until your mother arrives. What you did today was very stupid, but I understand if what you said is true, that he attacked you, that villain. But you did pretty well for yourself, so far what I've seen. It's about time the crime investigation unit comes in to examine the corpse of the imps. The moment they get close to it, they all the body parts burst into fire, as there's nothing but ash. He comes over to her son. Now, you, get home, and we'll talk about this in the morning. Understood, Mom. As Izuku finally gets home, as he opens the front door, as he locks it, as he walks in, as he gets something to eat. Today has been a pain in the ass. First I had to deal with that Alice girl, now I have to deal with some random people trying to attack me. But I definitely need something's not right about that. That's some weird ass quirks. Never seen quirks like that before, and there's no way there's people with the same quirk like that. Especially with those imps, they all look alike. As Izuku's walking up the stairs, as he opens his door, as he shuts it, when Izuku's about to turn, he got grabbed by both his arms as he gets pinned to the door. What are you? What are you really, Izuku? You look human, but there's something different about you. What are you doing here? Don't worry about that. Look into my eyes. I want you to tell me the truth. What are you? As Izuku looks at her, she's like, I don't know what you're getting at, Alice. Don't know why you're here or pinning me to a wall like this. But I'm human. What else would I be? What's going on? My gaze is not working on you. That shouldn't be possible. That just proves my point, Izuku. Need to make sure. As Izuku sees her fangs, as she goes into a bite, as she bites Izuku in the neck, as she, begins draining his blood. As after a few minutes, she let go. My God, that blood is intoxicating. Know what you are, Izuku, but you're delicious. What the hell, Alice? As Izuku holds his neck. What, what the fuck did you bite me for? Simple, Izuku, because I'm a vampire. And you're definitely not a full human. My mother was right. And imagine and I almost and I sorry. And the thought of me, discarding my own sister. She's the first one who caught on. You're going to keep quiet about this, Izuku. And why would I? Simple. Because I have information that you want. That I have. And I'll be willing to give that information to you. As long as you do what I say. And we repeat what happened here tonight. I'm going to leave now. Don't give me that look, Izuku. It's not like you didn't enjoy it. As she winks at Izuku, as she leaps out the window. You know what? I'm not going to question that right now. I'm going to go to bed. Fuck today. Fuck everything else. As Izuku gets in the bed. Izuku, as we cut to the next day, as Izuku gets up from his sleep, as he checks his neck, as he wears something to cover his little bite mark from Alice, as he's just ignoring, as he's just what's the word I'm looking for? As Izuku's does not really thinking about it. As Izuku's in his mind, he's like, well, either vampires are real, and that has his own sorts of problems, or she's just batshit crazy. As Izuku gets downstairs, as Inko, I sit down. Yes, Mom. As she sits down next, I have the letter. It wasn't my intention to get into a fight, Mom. I just kind of got attacked out of nowhere. And she's like, as much as pissed off I am, I know it's not entirely your fault, son. Let this one slide, Izuku, dear. And I won't interrupt your little project with your classmate. I'm just surprised you actually agreed to a project with another person. That's mostly why I'm just throwing this under the bridge for now. As long as you don't repeat this, then we won't have a problem, Izuku dear. Why don't you get going? You have school. Yeah, Mom. I'm gonna get going now. Very well. Remember, use the drivers. That's what I pay them for. No more walking in the middle of the night. If you're going to be in the middle of the night, you're going to have a driver. Your little midnight strolls, that's coming to an end. Yes, Mom. Now get going. As Ezekiel leaves for his day of school, as we're going to stop it there. Hope you guys have a good night and day, judging my time zones and wherever you are in the world. And I'll catch you in the next video.